For what a man seeth, why doth he yet hope for? But if we hope for that we see not, then do we with patience wait for it. Likewise, the Spirit also helpeth our infirmities, for we know not that we should pray for as we ought, but the Spirit itself maketh intercession with us with groanings which cannot be uttered. And he that searcheth the hearts knoweth what is in the mind of the Spirit, because he maketh intercession of the saints for the saints according to the will of the Most High. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love the Most High, to them who are called according to his purpose. And you have men who are called. You have men who are called. Scripture say what? Many are called, few are chosen. So you're going to have men who are chosen, the first fruits. And that's what it's about. We're sealing the nation of Israel. We seal the first fruits, which comes out to that holy number, 144,000 men of the Lord. And then you have the 1/3. Those are other people who are going to be under that protection as well. And that's what it's about. That's what the Bible's about. It's not about loving everybody. It's not about world peace and fulfilling world hunger. It's not about none of that shit. And you got curses in the Bible.
Oh, no.
You don't know the Bible. Well, that wasn't a curse either. That was strong language, but because a curse, that's when you physically put a curse on somebody. Profanity, that's saying something that's outside of the temple. That's we say it's going off. And all you Israelites, especially you Israelites, man, who want to talk shit, you're gonna receive judgment. Man, anybody, you're gonna receive judgment for that. Anyway, continuing on that. Verse 30, I'm going to read this again. Moreover, whom he did predestinate, them he also called, and whom he called, them he also justified, and whom he justified, them he also glorified. What shall we then say to these things? If the Most High be for us, who can be against us? That's right. That's why we ain't worried about what men say and men think and men feel. If Yahweh Bashim Yahushai has his hedge of protection over us, who can be against us? That hedge of David, who could be against us? Who are you? Nobody. It feels good to laugh and be wicked, you know. To them, it feels good. But it's for a moment. Scripture, I read that earlier. It's for a moment. You know, your laughter, that's not gonna span out. He that spared not his own son, but delivered him up for us all, how shall he not with him also freely give us all things? Who shall lay anything to the charge of the Most High's elect? Is it the Most High that justifies? It is the Most High that justifies, excuse me. Who is he that condemneth? It is Yahushua that died, rather that it is risen again, who is even at the right hand of the Most High, who also maketh intercession for us. Who shall separate us from the love of the Most High, of Yahushua, shall tribulation or distress or persecution or famine or nakedness or peril or sword? It is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long. We are accounted as sheep for the slaughter. Nay, in all these things we are more than conquerors through him that loved us. For I am persuaded that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, nor things to come, nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of the Most High, which is in Yahushua Hamashiach, which is the Lord. So, hey, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you people do. It doesn't matter what you people think. No matter what demons you try to call upon us. doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what moves you make against us, what laws and legislation they pass against us. Doesn't matter if they take us off of YouTube, off the street corners. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if, you know, we get chased in the wilderness or we get locked up or placed in the FEMA camp. It doesn't matter. Because the Lord, the word of the Lord is going to come out. And the elect are going to be sealed. It's already predestined. Nothing you can do against it. We have the love of the power in us. I'm hopefully I'll be the elect. Hopefully. That is it on that. Matter of fact, I'm going to continue on in Romans 9. I say the truth in Yahweh Shai, I lie not. My consciousness also bear me witness in the Holy Spirit that I have great heaviness and continual sorrow in my heart. For I could wish that myself were accursed from Yahweh Shai for my brother and my kinsman, for my kinsmen according to the flesh, who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory and the covenants and the giving of the law and the service of the Most High and the promises. Israel. Israel and Israel only. We are the only nation that was promised by the Most High. Israel and Israel only. And this is, hey man, this is this is inside information from the Most High. But you know, you look around. I'm gonna just pan the camera around. These people walking around like ain't shit going down. You know. And that's inside information from the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. So hey man, these people are, that's why the scriptures say what? These people are dogs. You know, you show a dog a piece of gold, he's just gonna look at it like, what? I don't give a fuck about it. You show a dog, you know, a pearl or a ruby or something, he's gonna try to chew on it. And that's what these people do. They're like, yeah, that's just a book, that's just a piece of paper. But it's not about that this is a book, but the words in it were inspired by the presence of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. That's what makes the book so powerful. And we have faith in that. The men who, you know, the hopeful elect, the prophets of the Lord. And in that faith, what? You have to have your works. I always say that. You have to have works. You have to go into battle. Hey, because you Edomites, you took the Bible, and what you did was you used it for power and influence over people. You used it for power, influence, war, politics. That's all you used it for. That's why when you look at you so-called Caucasians, Khazars, Edomites, you don't see any men who say they're prophets. You don't see any prophecy. You don't see any prophecy telling your own people on what's going to go on in the world according to the will of the Most High. Now the Pope, he'll say that he's chosen or whatever under God. But what prophecy has the Pope ever given? The Pope is a political figure. That's why he's in Vatican. He's got his own city. The Catholic Church was used for what? Control, politics. That's just not real. All these big fancy buildings, all these men with these super expensive robes and all these people in there praying and spirit of sanctity, drinking wine, you know, getting the so-called infant anointed. All of that shit for nothing, for show. Because once again, the Catholic Church is what? A political institution. It's not real. In fact, we'll cut off on 10. Get one more verse. And another thing too, man, you do have some sisters that listen. You have some sisters who pursue the word. Most of these women, man, they're lost. They see blinding lights, they see flashy cars, clothing, and they get blind in that. Because women are not spiritual. Women are very carnal. Isn't that true? Isn't that how you get a woman? You dress like a rapper? Huh? Say something. I said when you pick up women, isn't that how you pick up women, right? You gotta dress flash, you gotta have a nice shit, right? You gotta have game. Yeah, I know that's true. That's what you go for. Don't lie. You want the nice looking shit, right? That's true. Right. I hear you. Yeah. No shame in your game. Yeah. No shame in it. Yeah, so they'll tell you. Well, yeah, you know.